In this video, I'm going to talk about ArrayList and talk about the remove method of the ArrayList class. So I'm going to start off with the array list of songs that I had before. I've added a song here, so I have 5 total. And I'm going to print the array list before using an array list. I'm going to print after I do a removal. So right now, because I'm not doing any removals, I'm just going to run it and see what I get. And I should get the same list of songs before and after. Okay, so we have the same thing there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove uh, any song that is the title lights. So the 0, 1st, 2nd song there. So in the for loop here, I'm going to remove it if it's light. So I'm going to say if, and I'm going to say songs dot get the indexed item. And since this is an array list of strings or objects, which all array lists have to be of objects, I'm going to use dot equals, and I'm going to say lights. And if that's true, if the song is indeed lights, and in any program you can use any criteria that you like, then I'm going to say songs dot remove the indexed one. So I have a for loop before. I have a for loop that for each loop before, a for loop here that will traverse the array list, and we'll use the get method to get an item from the array list and determine if it's equal to lights. Again, this could be any criteria, but I'm just using the title. And if that's true, I'm going to remove it. Then I'll print at the end to see if it actually worked. So I'll compile it, and I am missing a I had a semicolon there that wasn't good. Looks like it's working now. Close that. And so there it is. Here's my original list of 5 songs, and you can see here that lights is now gone. So it works. So let me try something else. Let me have the song lights there twice. I'm going to put lights in, so I have back-to-back lights, and I'm not going to change anything else. So I have 2 lights, so both of the lights should be gone. I'm going to compile it, no compilation errors. I'm going to run it. And in the original list I have 2 lights, and you can see here I have a problem. Looks like one of them was removed, but the second one wasn't. So we have a problem. Let's take a look at what this problem is. This is what's called the for loop removal problem. And here's the issue. In a nutshell, when we're cycling through the array, when we get to the first one, our index is 0, 1, 2. So we're going to remove the second item, which is the first lights there. And after we do that, the array list bumps everything down. So this resizes. So this lights actually goes to this position. Anyway you win it comes down, and will in the sky comes down, because the array list is dynamically resized. Okay, that being said, after we do the removal, we increment the index by 1. So in effect, when this lights, the second of the 2 lights is bumped down, our index bumps up, and therefore we skip it. So anytime we have in a for loop with this set of code, back-to-back items, unless we do something to account for this, we're going to miss the second, or if we had 3 items, miss the third item, and so forth. So we have a problem. So what we're going to do is this. The crux of the problem is that our index is increasing upon a removal. Well, that's going to happen no matter what. We are going to increment it, but what one solution is to, if I do a remove, I'm going to back the index up. I'm going to say index minus minus. So if I do remove one, and only if I remove one, then I'll back the index up so that when it's incremented, I'm on the correct item. So I'm going to compile this, so I should get no compilation errors, and I'm going to run it again. And here you can see that the second one is indeed gone. So here's an example of a program with array list using the remove method. And the process, I've talked about something called the for loop removal problem, whereby you have 2 identical items, and when you try to do a remove, you will inadvertently skip one. And so one solution, and there's a couple solutions, is to back up the index.